all of the tiers. Really? Oh, that's new. Right there. Perfect. Get that in there. Okay. Did that. And let's go ahead and get this. Upgrade. Awesome. Excellent. I think I could have anticipated it.
Milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. I'm your host Anubis Mangled, and we have lots to do today. So in the last episode, we kind of had a little small setup here. I cleared all of this out in the off camera. So now we're going to get some sort of automation set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some miners set up. So let me just do that here. What? Okay, well, that's embarrassing. Where's all my miners? There they are. I knew I had them. Alright, so I can make a few miners. So first we're going to get some iron going. 2 iron going. And then let's go ahead and get the smelter set up for those. Just something rudimentary for now. Alright, so like I was stating before, this is an impure node, so we're only going to get 30 per minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this set up. And I'm just hitting the hotkeys in order to get all of this accomplished and done. Now we're going to need a constructor. Let's get iron plates as quickly as possible because we're already really low. Alright, so for now I will just do this. Have a centralized point right here. Put this down here. And naturally, what we're going to do is probably have need more biomass burners as well. But in order to do that, we need wire and we need iron rods. Alright, so we got that coming in. This is set up to iron. This is set up to iron plates. Fantastic. Okay, so let's see, do I have enough to make it here? Yes, I do. Just gonna kind of set these up on a 1-to-1 here. And we're just gonna get some iron rods going. Here's what I'm going to use that for. Okay. So the iron rods are only going to take 15 iron ingots per minute, and this is producing 30 per minute. But we can't split them off yet as we don't have the logistics level 1 yet, which gives us the splitters and everything. So we're working on base building right now, which is great, and I've just got to check my inventory here. I have a few more to use. Alright, so already I think this is going to be a little bit too much. Nope, don't need a smelter. Just need a constructor. Making concrete. Oh, hit the wrong button. Alright, bring this out. Hello. Alright, there we go. So now we'll have concrete going. That's gonna back up a little ways. Let's see here. Did I make? I don't have any more biomass. That is not good. So just gonna run around, pick some of this up for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I'm back, now we are going to fill these up. Check out our production. So yep, we're gonna need a little bit more if we want to get the copper up and running now too. So I'm just gonna create a couple more biomass burners. Not gonna really worry too much about the orientation of these. Well, maybe a little bit. I'll just do some clipping here. That's fine. And that's fine. Okay. 3 more. Fill these all the way up. And get a power pole here. Now we're hooked back up, and we have way more capacity to work with. So let's go get, I better make sure I get all of my plates and stuff, so that can continue to roll. Okay, there's that. And then, need to make sure I got some miners. I have 1 miner, which will be fine. But I have... Do I have enough of these? For now, I think so. If you want to make sure that you have enough materials and things, so let's just get rid of this. You can add, so just like how we added that there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in a smelter, and let's get a constructor going, and we're going to make a miner. And then looking at everything over here on the right, it looks like we got everything. So perfect. Let's go get this easy setup done. And then on the way back we'll collect more concrete. Great fun. Alright, perfect. So now we're gonna get some copper going. Why do I have a red light here? Oh, I forgot to choose where. Okay. And then I do believe, okay, that is getting annoying. How do I get up there? I think I need base building in order to get up there. Yeah. Some of these have ones that you can crawl up the sides and everything, but not this one. Alright, so that is going to be creating copper. So that's a normal node, so I'm going to be getting 60 per minute, which is a full build, but I can only consume 30 per minute as of right now, until we get the base building done, and then logistics will be the next one, and then field research. So just getting some wire going, so that way we can keep the cables in stock and everything. this is gonna take a little bit to get going, so I'm just gonna let this run and I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. So, that didn't take too long. I got my 100 plates, got my 100 rods, and I got my 200 concrete. So let's go ahead and launch that.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Thanks, Ada, for that. Wonderful, wonderful insight. And I'm just topping off my biomass burners here real quick before I go out and journey for more wire. So we're going to pick up wire, we're going to pick up our iron plates and iron rods, and then this will get us the logistics Mark 1s, which will unlock splitters and mergers for us, which is awesome. Alright, got the 300 wire already. And just make a quick stop here for base building purposes. Alright, and we're going to want to expand our plate production. We're going to need way more plates. So I'm just going to come over here, grab these plates, and probably work on expanding. Get another miner. Alright, actually I can unlock this now. So I just gotta wait for this to come down. Come on, land. Perfect. And he's back. Excellent. And away we go again. Just like that, 2 milestones knocked out.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Alright, will do, Ada. Thank you. Just need to build another miner here. I'll build another 2. Alright. And then let's go ahead and get these other 2 nodes up and running. So even though I have logistics unlocked right now, I'm just going to get these up and running. Let's get smelters on them. And alright, here we go. Get iron, and you can copy and paste settings as well. I'm just not doing that because it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so I know I only have for 1. So I'll get this one up and running right now. Just copy that. And so we could put in our first lift. I do believe we have lifts now. Plates, and let's go ahead and get this hooked up. There we go. That'll be running and rolling now, and we got tons of room to work with, so that is excellent. We're going to need lots and lots of plates here. Lots and lots of plates. Okay, so just going to go top off on the concrete. Then we can get some base building going. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is upgrade the copper. No, they said they don't waste anything, but I'm going to waste some. Alright, so let's just go ahead and flip this off. Just get rid of that, dump all that out. Okay. Grab that out. Just gonna get rid of that stuff. Just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, we were full up here. Alright, let's get rid of that. Alright, time for some base building. What I like to do is I like to set up my base building on number 4, and how we're going to do that is we're going to go down to the logistics tab, and oh wait, sorry, the foundations tab, and so 1 will be our foundations, 2 will be our ramps, 3 and 4 will be our walls. I think that's it that I do there. And now if I hold Alt and do my scroll wheel down, I'll go down to number 2. This is where I like to put my logistics. So we'll do 4, 5, 6, and I like to add in 7 here for the container. Alright, so I'll do up some base building. Now this can get really pricey really fast. So I'm holding control, and as you can see, it's snapping to the world grid. If you are building a base and you want all of your other base pieces to fit on the same grid, you want to go to the world grid. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm in default mode. I'm going to switch by hitting R to Zoop mode, and we can just place multiples at the same time. Again, don't want to get too crazy with this. Alright. I could also put the miner on a foundation as well. Where do I want to go? But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to reposition it up here. Actually, let's just get enough to get up here and get going. Alright, so now need a couple smelters. So wire is like rods, and you can have two machines per one smelter. So there's one. Let's get a splitter. Alright, and I do believe, yep, I'm not going to have enough for that. So it's getting dark. I'm just going to build a crafting bench. And this is why you need a bunch of plates. So I just want to get this set up, and hopefully I have enough plates to do that. And wire, because it's getting pretty dark. Alright. And as you can see, there's a new straight mode, which is super helpful. If you want to create nice 90-degree angles, you can do that now. Stop moving. Oh, man. And already we're going to have some problems. So that's not good. Missing cables. Let's make some cables. Probably make 25 of these. I am down to my last. Oh, gonna make 37 instead. That is fine. Gonna need it. Alright, so let's move this out of the way now. Let's get. Oh, my bad. That is completely fine. I am good with that. And let's get a splitter in here now. And holding down control, it'll line it up perfectly with your machine. Alright, so this is copper, Control C, Control V, settings pasted, perfect. Got that in there. So now we're gonna need more of everything. So I'm gonna go back and grab some more plates, some more concrete, and I'll be right back. Alright, and now we're back. Alright, so now I got all my more plates and everything. I'm looking at this and I really don't like that, so let's go ahead and I really don't like that either. Alright, well let's do this then. I don't really like that either. Alright, if we hold on E, we can do different sizes as well. That's that better. Alright, this will just be up to 2 instead of 1. Let's put in a ramp. It's a 2. Rotate that around. Rotate it with the scroll wheel. And then we should be fine here. So holding down control, I can line it up with my other one. Which is right here on this line. Just do copper. And let's get this hooked back up. Perfect. Alright, let's get another power pole in here. Okay, there's that. Oh yeah, we're gonna need... Alright, I kinda wanted to get tier 1 done here. So I'm gonna need 6. Hopefully I have enough for 6. Oh yeah, I should have plenty for 6. I just need to make the screws for 6. And get these crafted. Alright. Now these 30, 30, 60. Okay. So the reason why I did 6 instead of just 4 is because I'm going to need another one for wire, not wire, but anyways, what is it that I want to say? Cable. That's the word. It was cables. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Let's get that set up there. Just go ahead and get this set up here. No apparent reason. Actually, no. Oh, it's because I got this straight on. so loud mention. I don't like that. Alright, let's just get this built. So what I'm doing here now is just getting the cable to all go on one. Okay, so now we'll have wire. Keep calling it cable, but it's wire, and then it's going to go into one. So it requires 60 per minute. Each of these will create 30, and yeah, this will create 30. And then we need a splitter here. Now we just need to get this all connected up. How do I want to do this? Alright. And really this is what takes the longest of times to do anything. And just like that, missing cables already. No. Wait, where is my... Did I dismantle it? I had to have dismantled it. That was silly of me. Alright. And I'm gonna do it again. Okay. So with that in mind, let's go ahead. And now I'm missing the wire. Oh boy. I am battling 1,000 right now. It's like I've never played this game before. Again, this goes back to making sure that you have plenty of resources in order to do the things that you want to do. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. Alright. Should have enough to do this then. Out to here. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? Alright, there. Now that's all fired up. That's all fired up. Got wire here. Got wire here. Oh. If I was on the right one. 5. Okay. That's going. And that's going. Alright, so now we got that automated and did a little bit of base building today. Now let's go check on our field research and see what we got going on there. See what we need for that. And as always, I'm gonna top off on concrete, which we can expand that, because this I do believe is doing 60 per minute, and each one of these takes 45, so I can get another half, or I can get another one in here with half production, which is better than nothing. Alright, how are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're gonna top these off, and I'm out already. This is something else that I did off camera, did a bunch of biomass. That I forgot about earlier when I went and did all of the biomass. There we go. That's all topped off, so let's go ahead and just leave that in our inventory. So grab plates, grab rods. You know what? I don't think I connected up the cables to the... yes, the dreaded screws. Alright, well I'll create these and I'll be right back. Alright, so now we got that. We already got the 100 plates, now we just need the 300 wire. And I'll just make all of these into wire. Alright, got all of that. Now let's go and see... Oh, okay. Let's go and see if we got the cables connected up to the... And we do not. Okay, the reason why we need those connected up is because if this were to, get to the max point, it wouldn't be producing. And there we go, we got 200 there. Perfect. So that is working flawlessly, and we still have room to grow a little bit. This is all excellent. So I'm going to get this tier, and I'll probably call it for an episode as episode 2. Alright, here we go. 300, 300, and 100. And that's it. Well, thank you for joining me.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency in alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Alright, thanks Ada for that information. And kind of did my ending a little prematurely there. And as always, I do appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy days, afternoons, and or evenings whenever you are watching this. And hopefully we'll see you in the next episode, episode 3, where we'll do more base building and probably expand out our iron nodes and everything, and kind of get going towards coal power. So that is going to be our next big drive, but before then we have to do the space elevator. So hopefully you guys will join me in the next episode, and we'll talk to you later.